Hey Darlington family, so our last recipe before we get out for summer and before next year, whenever we do whatever we do. So today is kraut Bierocks, and I'm not actually going to get into making the filling. The reason I'm not going to get into it is because this is just a pocket of food, okay? You can put whatever you want in it. If you want to do the Bierocks, and you want to do the sauerkraut and the cabbage, and it's really, really good, really tasty. If you have everything, do that. If you have chocolate and marshmallows, put that in there. Make it like a little bit of s'mores. Maybe put a little bit of cinnamon in there with it. You can make it into a pizza pocket. So you have some tomato sauce or maybe a pizza sauce. You have a little bit of pepperoni and cheese or sausage or whatever you want to put in it. You make a pizza pocket, okay? So we're gonna make the dough, and then we will put some together, ham and cheese. And you can make a hot ham and cheese little pocket sandwich to go. You know, this is what you can do. So getting down to our dough. So our recipe here, first things first, 3 cups of flour. This says bread flour. Do you have to use bread flour? No, you can use all-purpose flour. Do I suggest using like whole wheat flour? Not really. Cornmeal? Not so much. But if you just have all-purpose flour, then use that. You don't have to use bread flour. It'll still come out really good. It's just it might be a little more chewy than, you know, the way I have it here. Or it may not be as chewy. I'm not sure. I can't remember what those two do. Okay, so we have 3 cups of bread flour. We need 2 teaspoons of active dry yeast. We need 1 egg. 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 cup of oil, try not to pour it out on my countertop, 1/4 cup of sugar, and 1 cup of water. Mix it up so that you get a dough that's not sticky, and then set it aside to rest for just a little bit while you get all the ingredients together to go inside of your pocket of goodness. Okay, I have my non-sticky dough here, so you can see it's not sticking to me. Maybe a tiny bit. I'm just gonna kind of knead it here with a little bit of flour. Okay, just have a little ball there. I'm gonna get a spoon because I need to get my filling out. Now, I personally have some filling left over from January that I froze. So that kraut Bierocks makes a really, really big amount of filling. So I just took whatever I didn't use and put it in the freezer. So now I'm gonna make a ball. I just got off a little bit, and I want it to be kind of round. Need some flour. Just go round and round. Really nice dough. And even while it's kind of stuck here to the counter, you could start with a filling, but it just makes it a little bit harder. And mine got all sorts of messed up. So now, I'm gonna start again. And with a little more flour, okay? This is better. So you just need it to stay together. And if it doesn't, remember, you can start over. You don't have to get angry. It's very easy to get angry though. Okay, I'm just putting in some filling. You're going to have to figure out what's too much because it's going to be different for each one of these that you make. And then I simply fold over, and I'm sitting here. I fold it over, okay, if you can see it in the light, and then I'm crimping it here, okay? Like a little dumpling of goodness. I have oiled slightly a couple of cookie sheets. And I take my Bierock, I put it on here. and wait till I get the rest made, and then I'll put it in the oven. You most certainly don't have to use a rolling pin. In fact, this dough, I've never actually used this dough before. Usually I use my Amish white bread recipe for dough, but what I'm finding is that this is really thin when you roll it out, and while that can be nice, it's really coming apart on me easily. So what I'm doing is I'm just pushing it out like I would Play-Doh, and then I'm gonna fill it, and then I'm gonna fold it. I was able to make 18 in total, and it looks like 350 for 10 to 12 minutes. Every oven is different, so it may take you a little bit longer, or right in that range of 10 to 12 minutes to get them kind of golden brown, because we want to make sure they are good and cooked through. We don't want doughy dough. And you can see no real browning. So I'm probably going to give it another 5 minutes in. Still not a lot of browning, even on the bottom. 20 minutes in. Like I said, each oven's going to be different. So I see some good color going on for this one, and for that one too, but I'm still going to give them a few more minutes. I'd like a little more browning. Pretty happy with these. Like I said before, make sure you check your time. Use plenty of hot pads to keep your fingers. The hot baking sheet, put them on the wire rack. So I hope you enjoy these. Make sure you send me a picture and let me know.